What is up, everybody? Welcome back to After the Huddle. As always, it's your boy Jacob. Jared to my right here. Been not a quiet week, actually.
No.
It seems like every week in this offseason so far has not been quiet.
No.
There's been something going on. Now, I expect the news to slow down a little bit more after the draft hits.
Yeah.
But right now, it's
3 weeks away from the draft.
Exactly 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Literally exactly to the day, 3 weeks away. We're excited. Everybody has their thing. Jared is more into that off-season drafting and picking and stuff like that. Me, I'm more into like X's and O's and statistics and stuff like that.
It's why we go so well with the show.
Yeah. So
that bitch is staring right at me.
He's making sure that we're not going to do anything to him while he's there. So the reason why you're seeing, I don't know why it's 9:00 at night, but there's a bird that's flying from my little tree over here to this little slit above my patio. And it's like taking shit out of there and putting it over there. Hey, we were on time. Yes, sir. We were dead on time. How about that? Dead on time. Exactly. To the T on time. Okay. But there's a bird. So you'll be seeing this bird flying back and forth.
Would he hit on that even though we were on time?
No, because you got to go overtime. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that's fair.
We got to go overtime. We started. I mean, there's a clock that shows like when we're supposed to start or not, and I hit it exactly when that bitch was on 1 second. So we started right on time. But so interesting news coming out of the NFL this week. Obviously everybody's heard about it already, but Stephon Diggs traded to Houston. No, put up the banner. Jared wanted to bring this up. Go ahead and tell him, Jared.
I just thought it was kind of funny that they literally said you can go to anybody in the NFL but Kansas City. We're not dealing with you in Kansas City.
That's cold-blooded.
Nobody wants to deal with that nobody wants to deal with that in the league. I just thought that was pretty funny.
Oh yeah, it's actually fucking hilarious, to be honest with you.
But this is the trade.
Yeah, so Stephon Diggs goes to the Texans. The Texans ended up giving up just a second-round pick for next year's draft, not even this year's draft.
Not even their pick.
And yeah, it's not even their pick either. Yeah. So
that's what's wild to me, bro. Like they didn't even trade their own pick. They traded away a pick they got from Minnesota.
Yeah.
And it's next year. That's what's wild to me.
Yeah. So it's interesting to say the least about what happened with this trade. Just based off of this alone, though, I want to ask the chat a little bit. Chat, was it a smart move for the Texans? Yes. For the Bills,
no.
I mean, we'll wait and see. We'll wait and see with the Bills. But my question for the chat really is, did the Texans fleece the Bills? That's my question. Was this fleeced? Like, was this for a ham and cheese sandwich, Jared?
Yes, I believe so. Because, like, you got a bona fide top 5, top 10 wide receiver. Not only did you get him, you got a 6th-round pick. What is it? This year, and you got a 5th-round pick next year, and all you had to give up was a 2nd-round pick that's not even yours next year.
Not even think about that. Did not even think about that.
Because they don't have to worry about that part. Like, they don't have to worry about any, like, their draft capital for this year. Like, that's y'all's problem now next year. But now this leads into my next question. Who replaces them? Who replaces Diggs in Buffalo?
Yeah.
Because they lost Gabe Davis.
They have nobody over there. I'm not gonna lie.
They have Curtis. These are the main two I know of. Curtis Samuel and Khalil Shakir. I think those are 2 wide receivers I know of. Outside of Dawson Knox and Dalton Kincaid, which are the 2 tight ends. So my boy Rios
definitely fleeced them.
He's a Houston fan.
Oh, he's a Houston fan?
I purposely told him to come on today.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So then, if that's the case, we're going to talk about this more. Don't get me wrong. This is going to be what we're going to be talking about mainly. But you take it. What's it called? This is I had this question, and I'm glad that we got a Texans fan in the chat to bring this up. Okay. Does this move make the Texans contenders? Not they're gonna get to the playoffs, not they're gonna win the division. Do they have a legitimate chance now to win a Super Bowl this upcoming year?
They're very well contenders, because before this Diggs trade happened, they had went on the night prior on their show, because they have a podcast too. Mm-hmm. Shout out, I think it's just for fans, just for fun. I'm not 100% sure on the name, but they were talking yesterday. They were talking the day before the trade, and I asked them, I was like, "How do y'all feel about y'all's wide receiver core now that y'all have Joe Mixon also?" And I was asking, I was like, "Do y'all think Noah Brown and Xavier Hutchinson could get buried in the depth chart along with Nico Collins and Tank Dell?" And we were talking about that for a minute, and then the Diggs trade happened the following day. So now my question is fully now, how does this show the wide receiver room? Like, we all know Diggs will be the one. Now, who's going to be the two? Is it going to be Tank or is it going to be Nico? And then vice versa. And then who's going to be the four? And who's going to be the man asked out that gets cut or gets to the practice squad? Because you also got to remember they have John Mechie too.
Yeah. Now here's my thing. Here's my thing. Let me see. And Jamil, hey, what's up, Jamil? Thank God. Let me see. You feel there are too many mouths to feed? And it might be a bad thing for them. CJ Stroud was in Ohio State with Garrett Wilson, Marvin Harrison Jr., JSN. Like he had plenty of mouth. They still had J.K. Dobbins in the backfield. Like trust me, he knows how to spread the ball around. He's more worried about winning a Super Bowl, and you could see it in how he plays. And
I got to give kudos to the OC and then Nick Caserio too. Former New England front office too.
Yep.
The way he has turned around Houston within the 2 years, bro, is ridiculous. I mean,
Houston's looking crazy right now. I am. A lot of people. I've been saying this. On the show mostly, but I've been saying it for you. You asked Jared. Me and Jared have been waiting, even him, because him in the AFC. I'm an NFC guy, so he's more AFC. But even him have been waiting for the Texans to actually put a legitimate Super Bowl team together.
Yeah,
we have both been alive the entire existence of the Texans team. Obviously, they were the Oilers before, but the Oilers left to go beat Tennessee, and then Houston got a team back in the Texans. What was it? 2002, I want to believe that was the year they came back, if I'm not mistaken. But 22 years, and it finally got to being able to potentially be a Super Bowl team. 22 years, Jared.
And it just changed.
I'm sorry, not yet. Yeah, 22 years. 22 years. Sorry.
Let's see. They also made playoffs when Schaub was there, I think.
Yeah, I mean, Schaub and Andre Johnson made the playoffs, Deshaun Watson,
but
Hopkins made play. But did you ever look at the Texans team when they were doing that and they can win a Super Bowl?
No,
you never did. You never did. Unfortunately, but you never did at the time.
You want to go through these comments real quick?
Yeah, I'm about to do that now. They're all in for this season since Dig is basically a rental. I mean, CJ Stroud is basically a rental. You're not paying him much.
No, but speaking of that comment, they wiped out Diggs the rest of his contract. So after this year, he's a free agent.
Well, yeah, Bills. That's another thing about the Bills. They fucking got to take on that dead cap.
31 million.
Yeah, $31 million.
The highest cap a non-quarterback position. Yeah,
that's tough. Diggs will be the 3.
I don't know about the 3.
I think he, to be honest,
the lowest of 2.
Yeah, I don't think he's even going to be lower than 2. Like, he might even be the 1. I mean, I understand Nico Collins was there and Collins became good under Stroud, but this is fucking Stephon Diggs we're talking about.
You also have to realize, too, that I think it was Tank Dell broke his leg last year.
Broke his leg. Good thing. Good thing it wasn't a broken torn ligament or anything like that. But breaking the leg is a little bit better for you, obviously, than a torn ligament. You can come back from that easily. What's up, Coach? CJ MVP next season? Very possible.
I think so.
Very possible.
He was already in the conversation this year.
It depends. I also think it depends on their record. It depends on their record. Obviously, you get
that defense has got a lot scarier too.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you got D'Amico Ryan's there.
D'Amico Ryan. You got
the coach. I mean, he's been that guy. On defense.
Will Anderson, and now you got Danielle Hunter.
Yeah. Now you got Danielle Hunter.
That
line's gonna be crazy.
Yeah,
I feel the same way about the Giants line right now. D line with Brian Burns and Kayvon Thibodeau and Dexter Lawrence in there. That shit's scary, bro. I don't care who you are. I agree. Sports editing, yeah. Diggs will be the 3. You think the Diggs gonna be a 3, Dan? Really? Damn, that's crazy. Collins, Dell, and then Diggs. Wow, that's a bold move, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off. That's a bold. CJ is a star, definitely.
Yes,
definitely, Jimmy, definitely. Diggs is the one, but I see him playing in the slot a lot more than outside. Tank is more of a burner on the outside. Yeah, I can see that because Collins is kind of an outside guy too. You put Diggs in that slot, it's gonna be a little scary.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, coming from that slot to Diggs or Dalton Schultz to be a safety blanket for CJ.
And now that we have both a fantasy addict in here,
now they're scary. Yeah.
Now that we have a fantasy addict in here and a Houston fan, I want both y'all's opinions. Whose stock rises more?
Hey, you guys.
Whose stock rises more in this? Does Nico's stock rise more? Does it fall? Does Diggs' stock rise more? Etc.
Diggs' stock does fall a little bit because of the talent. I mean, because of the way CJ plays quarterback and the way that Collins exploded last year. Dell was coming on the scene as well, pretty good. But Diggs is the 2. I think the only person that this does not affect is Nico Collins, to be honest with you, because I think him and Stroud built such a chemistry last year that there's no way they're just gonna just dump that chemistry off and be like, oh, well, you have Diggs now. Go build a chemistry with him. No, he's going to keep that chemistry with Collins, and him and Collins are going to put together another 1,000-yard season behind him. I can guarantee y'all this. There are going to be 2 wide receivers on this team that are 1,000-yard guys. As long as they stay healthy. As long as they stay healthy. But there are at least 2 guys on here that are going to be 1,000-yard receivers.
Let's see if I can find it first. Keep going.
Let's see what.
I found it. Hold on.
Do they still have their first round pick, or where do you think they'll go with it? The Texans, no. They did something. Let me see. Do they have a first round pick? I think it's late.
Who?
No, they don't have it. Their first round pick went to Arizona.
Oh yeah, because of that Will Anderson trade.
Oh yeah, because of the Will Anderson trade. So Houston would have had the 27th pick. Now, is it possible that they trade up? Maybe because they're going all in. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because they're going all in.
Now, speaking of how you said like the
1,000 and now
yards,
what's that?
I was saying, speaking of like how you said like 1,000 yards, you meant like rushing or like receiving?
Receiving.
Now, peep this out.
The Texans are the first team to add players with the same offseason coming into next year. Okay, so they added Danielle Hunter would had 10 plus sacks. They added 1,000-yard rusher in Mixon and 100-catch guy, and that is crazy, bro. That is crazy. Yo, the AFC South is heating the fuck up, bro. Because between this and what Tennessee has done this offseason, has been remarkable between these 2 teams.
Yes.
Isn't Sports Addict? Isn't he a Colts fan?
Yes.
Yeah. Sports Addict. I gotta know. How are you feeling about this right now? Because you are gonna have to deal with both these teams twice a year. Going into this has got to be scary for y'all. Like, it has to be scary. I mean, I know you're waiting to see Trent Richardson, but it has to be scary.
I mean, Anthony Richardson.
Thank you, Anthony Richardson.
Don't do that.
Yeah, I'm not going to put Trent Richardson. Didn't he play for the Colts at one point? Yes, thank you.
He also missed a hole as big as this fucking patio.
But, yeah, no, definitely. Mixed stock is good. Mixing stock is way up.
Speaking of mixing,
that is also true. Mixing stock definitely goes
Coach,
up.
I hope you're still in here because I told you this earlier. Stay to fucking Houston, because since you got there, both Mixon and
wait, when I said coach, did you think I was talking about your coach?
Yes.
No, I was talking about my coach.
Okay.
Dwayne here. Dwayne, the one that says CJ MVP. He coaches like Little League.
Okay,
like Little League football and shit like that. Dwayne, don't you also do basketball? If I'm not mistaken, really good coach. Really good coach.
But yeah, I was on Twitter. The coach that I talked to, he was saying that since he got to Houston, Mixon's came there, and now Diggs is there. I told him, like, bro, whatever you do, stay in Houston for my dynasty.
And see, I'm gonna be honest. Like, this is what is needed. See, because when you do what's the word I'm looking for here?
What?
When you have a guy, I was telling this to Sports Addict. I was telling this to Sports Addict before because he's a Colts fan. When you are in these like smaller, Houston's a bigger city, but they've always been a terrible team. Now that they got the guy at quarterback,
yes,
you seeing all these free agents. Oh, well, let's go to Houston. That's Texas. No, no state tax. Big balling in Houston type shit. Like a dome. Yeah, you got the dome. It's different now. It's going to completely change the culture of the Houston Texans. And people aren't really talking about this as much, but because all they're talking about is CJ Stroud and all this, but they're not seeing the underlining thing about why all these guys are wanting to come here now. Because you got the guy. The same way nobody was going to the Colts until Peyton Manning got there. The same way nobody wanted to go to the Bucks until Tom Brady went there. Nobody wants to go play in New England now. They did when Brady and Belichick were doing their thing. But what free agents in New England signed that you were like, man, that's a huge free agent signing? Nobody, because nobody wants to go there. You see what I mean? Like, and until they get the guy again, nobody's going to want to go there.
Yeah. And
that's the problem. That's the problem certain teams have when you're in these smaller cities. And some teams are just bad front offices and bad teams, and that's what Houston's been. But now it's different. I'm very excited to see what Houston does,
and it's gonna be really interesting this year because
I think he was talking about the Houston second pick that was traded to Minnesota. Yeah, but that Minnesota one, I think they swapped seconds. I think that's what it was, and that second pick that they swapped with Minnesota belongs to
the Bills.
Bills now. Yes, that's for 2025.
Just next year.
Yeah. We already saw Trent Richardson. Boy, did we. And he didn't see anything.
Obviously.
So what's the verdict on Trevor Lawrence? It's a more popular Daniel Jones.
Ooh. Damn.
I mean, go look at the numbers, people.
Speaking of,
Trevor Lawrence is a more popular Daniel Jones. He's got a little bit more arm talent, I think. Well, scratch that. He doesn't even have a better arm talent, I think. He's got better IQ, slightly better IQ. But you do got to also take into effect the Urban Meyer year, But DJ has also been going through turmoil. The man's been going through different offensive coordinators, different head coaches, no offensive line, no real number one wide receiver. Saquon can't even get anything going behind that offensive line.
Let's see if I can find this stat. Here we go. Speaking of...
Yeah. Put that up there. Put that shit up there, bro.
You see it?
Yeah, because I know exactly what you're about to show. This is the prime example of why I said he is literally Daniel Jones, just a little bit smarter.
This isn't Daniel Jones, though.
I know it's not Daniel fucking Jones.
Okay.
But I'm just saying, like, he's just a little bit smarter than Daniel Jones. Like, and he's had better talent with him, I think, around him than what Daniel Jones has had. And that's saying something.
Yeah.
Because Daniel Jones really hasn't had shit. But Trevor Lawrence has definitely had more in Jacksonville than what the Giants have been in the last 4-5 seasons. Is it loading?
Yeah.
You and your fucking loading.
But I wasn't expecting to put this up here. But, I mean...
You got to expect the unexpected, Jared.
But when I was reading it, I mean, it's kind of eye-opening. Gardner's got, I think, one game less than him, and he has very, very slight better stats than Trevor Lawrence.
You talk about Gardner Minshew?
Yes.
He has better stats than Trevor Lawrence?
Slightly. Wait till you see this thing. Here we go.
Oh, shit. Okay, so here's the verdict on Trevor Lawrence, Alex. Gardner Minshew, the 2 seasons as a starter for the Raiders, going to the Raiders now. 59 passing touchdowns, 24 interceptions. What's that? About a little over a 2-to-1 ratio. Not terrible. A 90 QB rating, also not bad. 49 games. That's decent amount.
For 2 years.
Trevor Lawrence over the last 3 seasons as a starter. 3 seasons, which means he's played the same amount of games in 2 seasons that he did in 3 seasons because of Trevor Lawrence's injuries.
Yes.
58 passing yards, so 1 less, more interceptions, a lower QB rating.
And in 50 games played. So he's got 1 game on him, basically.
Fucking yikes, people. Fucking yikes. That's where me and Jared are right now. Because we thought Trevor Lawrence would be better than this.
I had to read it a few times,
actually. It's tragic. Because me and Jared had Trevor Lawrence on our dynasty.
We still do.
Yeah, it's fucking tragic. We don't know what we're gonna do with him now. And now they don't have Calvin Ridley either.
Mac Jones is there pushing.
Mac Jones is pushing for the fucking Jones, bro,
for a 6th-round pick.
Oh my god. Diggs has been a captain teams for a few years. Would be crazy to think he doesn't, if not lead in yards, he'll still be the lead wide receiver in the room and make the group better as a whole. Yeah, I mean, he comes in and, he's a veteran. He's done more than technically he's gone further in the playoffs, in the season. He knows more about this league than anybody in that offensive room. Maybe outside Robert Woods. But is Robert Woods still even there?
As of right now, yes.
Okay, so then, maybe outside of Robert Woods, but that's about it. That's a young fucking team over there. Dalton Schultz is kind of old too, but there's not a lot of in between guys that they've kept because they haven't really drafted well. They don't bring in free agents, like I said, so they don't have any mid guys. It's either they're old veterans or they're young up and comers. There's no mid guys.
They have Laramie Tunsil too.
Exactly, so, and Laramie's been in what 6 years now, 5 years now.
Oh, longer than that, I thought.
Really, it's been that long?
I think so.
He may be one of the few mid guys that they got, to be honest with you.
I mean,
when was that? When was that? Was it 2016 or 2018? It was one of those years, I believe, where he came in.
Can somebody find out when Laramie Tunsil was drafted?
Yeah, I can't remember. I can't remember the year.
Miami. I know it was by Miami.
Well, obviously it was by. We know Miami. B-ball too. Yeah, he coaches b-ball too. That's what I'm saying. So, yeah, shout out to Coach. I know he's one of few. I still think Colts split with Texans and Jags, take 2-0 from Titans. Wait. You think that you're going to 2-0 the Titans or the Titans are going to 2-0 you? That's I need that cleared up because if it's the 0-2 where y'all lose both, that's a possibility. But if you're saying that y'all are going to 2-0 the Titans,
I think he's saying they're going to sweep the Titans.
I don't believe that. I think people are counting out the Titans and I don't know why. They've had a great offseason. It's what you lose Derrick Henry and you get rid of some guys. You brought in some guys too. You brought in DeAndre Hopkins last season. Calvin Ridley comes in now, so you got vets around a young quarterback to where he can learn from them about what they do as well. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. He can learn their guy. It's his second year. It's his second year. Who he had DeAndre Hopkins, who he threw the ball to last season often. And what else did he have on that offense? Didn't Derrick Henry get injured last year?
I think so, for a little bit.
Yeah, what did he have? He didn't have anything. He had nothing last year. So now is the time. You got DeAndre, you got a secondary wide receiver, you got Tony Pollard, you got some guys that
you got a new center.
You got a new center. You're building up a defense. You bring in Snead. Now you can evaluate him better because you put better talent around him. So would you say Super Bowl or bust for them, or any other playoff win is good? I think it's AFC Championship or bust.
For Houston?
Yes.
Fair enough.
I think you have to take a step further. Now, if they make the Super Bowl, I think that might be above expectation in some people, or maybe even half the people's eyes.
Whether they win or lose it, too.
Exactly. Whether they win or lose the Super Bowl, people will still be super impressed. But think about it. Joe Burrow did the same thing. Second year came in. Where'd they go? bowl. You feel me?
With a shit ass O line too.
But with a shit ass O line, but with so much talent around him, Mixon, the Tyler Boyd, the Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, like they had so much over there.
Hayden
Hurst, like they had so much over there. That's what they're doing in Houston. And you got to commend Houston for finding their guy, seeing that they have their guy, and they're like, okay, all in. Push our chips all in. We're going to go get this. We're going to go get that. We're going to get this. We're going to put that. We're going to pay him. We're going to trade for him. That's what the fuck you do. And I'm very glad that Houston has done this, and we can be excited as a whole in America for Houston. We really can. We really can.
A lot of us was cheering for Detroit.
We were cheering for Detroit. Like, I had bets made that San Francisco was going to win. And I still was rooting for Detroit. Like, because you want to see that. You want to see a team that's never been there get there. It's a great story. It's a franchise. It's literal history. People don't understand that enough. Like, you witness something and you don't think nothing of it because it's in the present. But then you look back on it and you're like, bro, that's literal history that you're watching. Because we talk about the Super Bowls all the time.
Yeah.
Even the old ones that started in the beginning. Like there's a name that a lot of people don't understand this, but there's a name here, right? That people are never going to forget. And unfortunately, it's not even on my team. It's on his team. And it's not Tom Brady. It's James White. And you want to know why people will always and forever, until the end of civilization and the end of football as we know it, he will always be the guy that scored the final touchdown against the 28-3.
Yeah, not to mention he set a record for most catches in the Super Bowl too.
And he said,
as for a running back,
people don't realize when you're watching history that you're literally watching history.
And I'm pretty sure Edelman won MVP that same game.
Shit's crazy, bro. Shit's crazy. All right, let's go to some comments. It's still I know, I get it. I have a strong hate for Levis since we're both from Connecticut.
That's interesting. I didn't know you were from Connecticut.
That's a thing. People in Connecticut don't like other people from Connecticut. That's what I take from that. Like,
I don't know.
Like, do people in Connecticut just hate everybody around them? Like, fuck you, you're from Connecticut. Like, you are too. But you are. That's what makes it worse.
That's how people here are. Hey.
I mean, some people aren't.
Not everybody.
Yeah. I met a really nice old lady in Popeyes earlier who smelled weed on me, and she was like, "Oh, that's an interesting cologne you got." I was like, "Yo, oh, thank you, I appreciate it." Trade was Minnesota acquires the first round pick for this year and 2024 7th round pick. So first and 7th this year. Houston acquired a 2024 second round pick, I'm assuming, because he put 42. 2024 and a 2025 pick. Okay, so Houston took that 2025 pick and traded it to the Bills. That's how that happened. Okay, appreciate that, Dynasty. We needed that on there. Need to give Malik Willis to a team willing to make him into a Taysom Hill type of player with a ceiling in the sky or in outer space. He's an insane gadget wasting away.
This is sharp too, by the way.
I mean, I understand what you're saying, but he also has to be willing to do that. We've seen guys all the time be quarterbacks who are, big body that can run the football, do gadget stuff. But at the same time, there are guys that come in the league and don't want to switch positions at all.
Yeah.
Because this is what they know. They don't want to learn it. Tebow's a great example. Tebow would have been a great tight end. Yep. I don't care what people say. Tebow would have been a fucking amazing tight end. But guess what? He didn't want to switch positions.
New England tried him on punt returns as punt
return. No. He's not a punt return. He's a tight end.
Not as a returner, but
he was built to be a tight end and was playing quarterback. Seen the rumor of the Bills blocked the trade to the Chiefs. Jared brought that up at the beginning. That was the first thing he brought up, bro. Because he thought about how petty that was. He said,
Hey, I thought that shit was kind of funny.
That shit's that is. I mean, it is funny. Like it's not that it's not funny, but at the same time,
I don't know where mine went.
Mine's on the table.
Nice.
Yeah, I dropped my phone. Dropping everything apparently. What the fuck was that?
Something from the chair.
Oh, okay. Probably the knob up top. Yep. But anyway, so yeah, we talked about that. Was the first thing that Jared brought up. He talked to me about it. He was like, "No, I'm gonna save it for the show. Just wait till you hear this." I was like, "What?"
I thought the shit was funny. Nobody wants to deal with that
Burrow is one more injury away from being in that Andrew Luck category. Big facts, Alex. Nobody wants to talk about it, but that is big fucking facts. Oh my God, yes.
He can't stay healthy at all.
Yo, but at the same time, it's the same thing. The Colts didn't get protection for Andrew Luck
until it was too late.
Until it was too late. Literally, yo, they went and got Quentin Nelson the year after he got hurt and retired.
I'm not even a Colts fan. That shit started to piss me off.
Yo, and then you got one of the in this man rookie year, they were talking about how Quentin Nelson could have been offensive rookie of the year. Like, that's how crazy that shit was. So you didn't get this man any fucking help, and the Bengals are doing the exact same thing.
And didn't Jonathan Taylor come in like the year after or 2 years after?
Something like that, yeah.
So not only would he had a top 5, top 3 offensive line, he would have had JT running the ball with him.
Yeah.
That would have extended his career so much longer.
So much longer. Oh, yeah. Texans have a 3-year window with Stroud on his rookie year. This has to be a year they at least make him an AFC championship minimum. That's what I was thinking. Yeah, like they have to make a leap at least in some form or fashion. Yes, you got to the divisional round. Where do you go from there?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you have to make a leap into the AFC championship game. So I mean, we'll see.
It was wild card they made last year.
Well, yeah, they won their division, but they had to play in the wild card weekend because they were the 4th seed, and they played against Cleveland, and
they beat Cleveland.
They smacked Cleveland, in the mouth, legitly.
I remember.
But what's it called? They have to make a leap. They have to make a leap. You have to push forward after that. You have to show progression. If you get to the divisional round again and lose again, people are going to start tilting their head, especially with this talent that you got.
Yeah.
It's different now as well. You got more talent on this offense. This defense is going to be more talented and older as well. So, it's
going to be interesting because I want to see the matchup because Kansas City's probably going to have to match up with Houston at some point.
More than likely, yes.
More than likely, either this year in the regular season or in the postseason. If Houston can take out Kansas City, wherever, it's wide open.
I agree.
I
agree. Kansas City is obviously the biggest threat.
Yeah. So if you meet Kansas City in the postseason, whether it's like the first round, second round, or whatever, before the Super Bowl, you have a shot. Because if you knock them out, you have the best shot.
That's true. I mean, but it's going to be tough. I mean, this is Pat Mahomes we talking about.
Yeah.
This isn't no just whatever type of guy. Sorry. Cowboys apparently re-signed an offensive lineman.
Oh, okay. Not like it matters, but
yeah, that's what everybody else said.
Week 1, Kansas City versus Houston.
Preview of the AFC Championship game. Wow, way to call that. That man put that down on paper.
Kansas City is not repeating because the Super Bowl was going to be here, and they can't come here to win. I don't want to hear that shit.
I mean, I'm not going to get. I mean, we're probably going to get tickets to the NFL experience. We'll
from what I heard, it's free.
What's up?
From what I heard, it was free.
Is it?
I don't know if it is or not. I
mean,
went before.
I don't know exactly.
We'll find out.
But I mean, we'll definitely be out there for Super Bowl weekend. Definitely, I'll probably grab a GoPro as well.
Hell yeah.
And we'll have
try and get Cozy to bring his ass out here.
Ain't no way Cozy's flying down here, bro.
Cozy don't live. He lives in Florida.
Oh yeah, he lives in Florida. Yeah, he's got to fly up here.
Well, he could drive.
That's a far drive, bro. People don't realize how far that is.
Yeah.
My parents are going to, because my parents it's like 30-something year anniversary of marriage.
Nice.
You know what I mean?
Nice.
Yeah. So like they're going to Key West. We used to live in Key West, so they're going to Key West, in like September or some shit like that.
Oh, dope.
And they're driving because they're not flying, and they said it's like an 18-hour drive.
No, I'm good. You
got to realize how long Florida is. You see what I'm saying? We're in the hold on. Yeah, we're in Louisiana.
We're like 30 minutes out of New Orleans.
Yeah, right outside New Orleans right now. Not far. It's a skip and a hop.
Yeah, like 15 minute drive. We're in Mississippi, basically.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's not even 10 minutes. Like that's just right there.
Yeah.
It depends on which way you go. Up's a little bit further. But if you go east, it's like right there. It's like 5 minutes.
We live in a boot for a reason.
Yeah. It's like 5 minutes and you're in Mississippi. Shit, you can even go that way. Like back.
Yeah.
Like going the opposite way of Fremont. Yeah. And you can get to Mississippi from there. Like not even far from here. So but I think Patty Mahomes will be like Aaron Rodgers. His career won't last as long as it could have because he puts his body on the line too much. I mean, yeah, I can see that. I mean, but you worry about injuries for all these guys because especially now with the new style of QB that's in the league, like they're going to be putting their bodies on the line.
Yeah.
These guys still have to work out and train their bodies and expect to be hit because they put their bodies on the line still, and that's why a lot of QBs get hurt because they don't train their bodies the way. Oh, don't hit them in practice. You don't hit them, but put a lick on them. Just like when you're running,
can't really touch the quarterback.
Yeah, they say don't touch them at all, but I think like a solid just tap them.
Yeah,
just let them know like, hey, like this is what it's. You're gonna get touched. Like you're not invincible.
Yeah.
Like so. I think people don't prepare their bodies properly. That's why, like, you see, like, people used to get beat the fuck up back then. They got more injuries now than they do back then. And yes, the game evolves and all this and that, and we get it, but it's the same way in basketball. We talk about the same way with basketball. Not many people like him in Connecticut. He's a tool. Puts mayo in his coffee. Yeah, that is gross. I'm not gonna lie.
That was kind of weird. I saw the video. I'm like, I don't want to watch this.
Yeah, no, that is absolutely disgusting. Packers gonna be there though. They'll be in the playoffs. I think so.
Green Bay?
Yeah,
I think it will be too.
Yeah,
that division's gonna be interesting.
The division's gonna be tough. I still think Minnesota comes out last in the division, unless they move up. Oh, what? You think the Bears are gonna be last?
No, I'm just. I want to hear this. That's all. Like, it just kind of shocked me. That's all.
What's shocking about this? The Bears are about to get Caleb Williams, and they just put all this talent around him. You know what I mean?
I just wanted to hear the reason. That's all.
Like, look at all the talent they got there now.
No, that's fair.
You know what I mean?
That's fair. You got Keenan Allen. You got DJ Moore.
Yeah.
Swift.
Yeah, DeAndre Swift. You still got Cole Kmet.
Who's on the O-line?
That's what they need.
Yes. So do you think at 9?
They go offensive linemen. We talked about this.
Yes, we talked about this. We had this.
But yeah, Packers will be there. Minnesota's going to end up last in the division unless they trade up and get JJ McCarthy. Hank. I hope Minnesota owners watching. Let them know.
Just so I can see your dad's reaction. I kind of hope that happens.
My dad does not want Washington to take JJ McCarthy.
He's a Washington fan.
Yes, he said if they take JJ McCarthy, he's going to jump off the roof. Not a McCarthy fan. He does not want him. Yeah, we told road trip. Oh yeah, from Connecticut to here. That's even fucking further. That's like a solid 25, 26 hour drive. Solid.
Nah.
13 hours from Macomb to Tampa. That's Macomb, Mississippi. Or is there a Macomb, Florida? Because I know Florida's fucking long as hell. Like, you don't know how long it's going to take. Like, going down Florida is like almost like going across Texas. That's what it's like.
I think it's like a whole day across Texas.
Yeah, that's bro. It's almost a whole, like, it takes a long time to drive down Florida. Like, people don't realize how big this fucking nation is. I'd be down to come there. That's crazy. Yeah, shit. Come down. We love to have you on.
Yeah.
Love to show you around. Slidell's kind of sucks, but
yeah,
New Orleans is kind of cool. But you can't hit them anymore. Look at the flags. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like they don't train their bodies anymore. I think the Bears getting Caleb is a bad thing for them. It's definitely possible. I mean, we don't know yet. Like, I mean, this guy's been so sought after and highly rated. Like, you don't know exactly what's gonna happen. You did further already, Jacob? Further with what? What are we talking about with further?
I don't know.
I'm lost on that conversation. You gotta bring that one back up, Devin. Oh, he's talking about driving. Well, yeah, I've done further. Yeah, I've done further driving, but I'm older now, and I have a little bit of money, and I can afford a little bit of time to fly because
I'd much rather fly. I hated driving in Tennessee.
Like, I don't mind driving. Like, the driving part's not the issue. You know what I mean? It's the parameters that come around with driving. Like, and you're in this hot ass car, and then, bro, I've been on terrible car rides. I remember we were coming down from Ohio one time, driving from Cleveland, fucking Ohio to here, right? I was real young. Yeah, it was fucking terrible. I got sick. It was awful.
Did y'all move down here at that? All right, when you drove down here, is that when y'all were moving down here?
No, okay. No. Because we moved. We had to drive. We had to drive to fucking Key West, bro. We drove from Cleveland, Ohio, to Key West, Florida, bro. Come on, shoot me, bro. I don't think y'all realize this. It was crazy driving down that way, bro. I get out there, it's hot as the fuck. I'm like, bro, get me out of this humidity. It's terrible. Like, it was crazy. Sorry. Devin got me thinking about crazy shit. We getting off topic and everything. God damn it, Devin. Detroit over San Francisco, Baltimore over Houston, Detroit over Baltimore. Baltimore, Detroit. That'd be an interesting one.
And that would be here too. That would be a very interesting game to watch.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
definitely. She come up to my condo in Ocean, North Carolina. So it's a draft party there. It's right on the beach. Hell, fucking yeah. That's
interesting.
Yeah.
All right.
See, I could drive there, North Carolina. That's not that far. I could drive there. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like it's literally
coast.
You know, it's a drag post. It's a drag post. You know what I mean? Anybody that knows football played Madden too. Like, you got that play where you do a play action and the tight end goes like back across the line and then up from like the play action goes this way, but the tight end goes like up and then out. Yeah.
You've been watching too many Madden videos.
Nah, bro. KB's going hard though. I ain't gonna lie. Shout out Kurt Benkert, bro. That motherfucker puts out the best information. The man played in the NFL. How much better information can you get than that?
It's always like I see him going back and forth with Bears fans all the time, and it's absolutely hilarious.
Yeah, no, definitely. His videos are great.
I think the best one was when he was like, somebody said, "Yeah, you took two rushing attempts and you had -2 yards." He's like, "Those 2 negative rushing yards were 2 kneel downs against your team."
Is that Atlanta to New Hampshire?
Yes.
Yo.
That
y'all are going on these far drives. That's crazy. Caleb is Manziel 2.0. Yo, with the hot takes tonight from Alex. Oh my god.
Interesting.
Yo, that's a crazy call out, bro. But does that mean he's better than Manziel? Because I mean,
I don't know.
That's a tough one.
I don't know.
Yo, I think he's saying facts to that. Yo, tough. After the Huddle Fantasy this year as well. Like fantasy football. I mean, we do a dynasty.
Yeah. Speaking of, I may need another player in a league.
Speaking of, I may need another player in a league.
We shall talk.
My cousin's putting together a league, and he was thinking about putting like 12 guys in a dynasty league.
Oh my god.
Yes, that's what I said. He said a 12-man dynasty, and I was like, yo, what?
That's the one thing I haven't done yet is 12 man.
Yeah, that's what I said. I haven't done that one either. So I was like, I'm down. I want to try it. 12-man dynasty, bro. That's crazy, right?
God forbid I have God forbid me or you have like the first 2 like picks.
Nah, at Alex. Caleb watches a little bit of film. Probably at least a little bit of film. I wouldn't doubt it. But anyway, so I have one more question. To the audience out here, and obviously to my co-host.
You all right?
Yes. A lot easier having a computer now to do this.
I understand.
Is this the beginning of a rebuild for the Bills? They get rid of Tre'Davious White. They get rid of Micah Hyde. They get rid of Jordan Poyer?
Yeah, both safeties.
Yeah, both safeties. They get rid of Stephon Diggs.
Gabe Davis.
Gabe Davis is gone. You know,
the
center's gone. What route do the Bills go now for this?
A mini rebuild? Because, I mean, also, I don't know if you
this seems like a full-out rebuild outside of the quarterback.
Yeah, it kind of does.
You see what I'm saying? Like, this seems like a full-out rebuild. No wide receivers, no safeties. You know, tackle, I think, was gone too.
My question is this. How do you think they feel about Josh Allen for not telling him straight up they're trading Diggs? Because apparently the GM told Josh that he's like, look, there's a chance that he could be traded. So Josh Allen was like, I had an idea, but I didn't think it was actually going to happen. They never told him, yeah, we're trading him. They just traded him. Josh Allen said, I had an idea, but I didn't know anything about him actually being traded.
Fucking tragic. That's just the way it is, though. But I mean, this has to be the beginning of a rebuild. It has to be. Where they go with it is where I want to know, because. And shout out to Nick Wright, because he actually had a surprisingly good take on this. And it brought it to my attention. What do they go? Like, you have a high first round pick.
Yeah.
You didn't get an extra pick this year. So you traded Stephon Diggs. You have to take on a $31 million cap. You only get a second round pick. Not to mention that second round pick isn't for this year, it's for next year. So where's the incentive to do this for this year? Are you just completely washing the season and hoping that Josh Allen doesn't pull you to like 7 or 8 wins by himself?
We just saw Josh Allen having to stop play hero ball, and he's got to play hero ball all over again.
That's what I'm saying.
Literally all over again.
So like I don't understand the move completely. You know what I mean? Because I understood getting rid of all that. But then you got rid of Gabe Davis, and I was like, okay, well, at least they have Stephon Diggs.
Well, Gabe didn't want to come back from what I think.
Yeah, and I was like, okay, well, Stephon Diggs, they still got Diggs. No, they don't have Diggs.
Not anymore. They don't.
So now you got James Cook and Shakir.
Curtis Samuel.
Oh yeah, Curtis Samuel's there.
Dawson Knox.
Well, Dalton Kincaid. They still got good tight ends.
But Kincaid is also a second-year tight end.
Well, he was good.
Yeah, he was.
He was good.
He was. Dawson Knox is also injury prone.
Yeah.
Which pisses me off, because sometimes I find him kind of reliable on fantasy. It always ends up kicking me in the ass sometimes. Yeah.
No. What's the buy-in?
For the fantasy league.
For ours, like the one that we do together, $200.
Basically, it's
$100 per person.
Yeah,
basically.
split. Yeah,
yeah, but it's like $200 per team.
Yeah, we didn't have to pay that this year because we won the regular season points, and then we lost in the first round.
Yeah,
tragic.
Why do you look so sad? Is that for me? I always look sad, I guess. That's life. That's why I make jokes. The suspense is killing me. You
No,
saw?
I did. No, I did not. I did not see it.
Do the Bills make the playoffs? I said nope. No, they don't.
I think I agree on that one.
They don't. They don't make the playoffs this year. I don't see them. They're going to be in purgatory because they have Josh Allen. They'll be in purgatory. They'll win probably about 7 games, be about middle of the pack.
They may not even win the division this year.
They're not. They're going to come probably in last in the division.
Really?
No. They might finish third above the Patriots. Patriots will probably finish last again.
Fair enough.
But that's only because the Jets will be back, and they're going to be with Aaron Rodgers. It's going to be different.
If he doesn't get hurt.
Hopefully he doesn't get hurt.
Or snaps into the season.
Look at you. Hating already. Hating already. And then the Dolphins, they'll still be good enough to win games. And then y'all are gonna have a rookie QB though, so I mean they might come.
Hopefully,
they might come in third.
Hopefully, we have a rookie. Look, my boy Pete's in the chat. He's gonna tell you. Hopefully, we take a quarterback.
What do you mean? Hopefully, you take a quarterback.
There's been talks we trade out of the 3rd pick, bro.
Boy, y'all trade out of the 3rd pick. I hope it's with us so we can go get
There's
a quarterback.
been talks about that too.
I hope it's with us so that we can go get a quarterback. I would love either Jaden Daniels or Drake May. I don't want JJ McCarthy.
I think y'all take Drake May at that point because Dable had Josh Allen and he could turn Drake May into Josh Allen.
Yeah, Drake May's arm is crazy. yo, his arm is crazy.
But yeah, there's been talks we trade out of 3 with y'all, with Minnesota. Yeah, dude, it's.
Yo, I hope y'all trade out with us. I'm not gonna lie. I would. Then, no, there's no way. Yo, you just fucked me up with that one. Yo,
I told you.
Yo, trade back up to 6 to JJ. Yo,
look, I told you there's.
God. That would be yo. Look at this. Trade 3 with the Vikings for 11-23, a 2025, and a 2026.
And that's like
and then back up to 6 to take JJ.
Yeah. So I've listened to multiple shows, right? Like I was listening to Greg Bedard's, I think, and he was saying that he's seen 6 different ones, or he's talked to 6 different GMs or whatever. He's saying two GMs say trade back, right? 2 say stay there, take a quarterback, and then I forgot what the other 2 were. But I'm like, I don't care what the fuck we do. I just want a quarterback. Mainly, I like Jaden, but I honestly feel we're taking Drake May.
Okay. I think they're in Sarah Cap Hill, 2-year rebuild, I think, gives them some flexibility to get back to the top. Yeah, I mean, but this year's going to be bad. This year will be bad. Bills didn't like what they had in Diggs. The playoffs sort of exposed that. That's true. Well, I mean, at the end of the season kind of exposed that. They started going away from him, and guess what? They were winning games. One of the group chats I'm in for a different fantasy league, they were saying that Diggs started becoming a problem, and he was they were forcing the ball to him or whatever. Oh yeah, especially in the beginning of the season.
Yeah, and then he had said something. I'm like, well, I don't think necessarily it's that. I think them also switching OCs mid-season also didn't get him the ball as well because they weren't forcing him the ball as much. They were more running the ball, like we saw the Dallas game.
Drake May season. Oh, I guess he wants Drake May too. Yeah. I mean, why would you pass up a quarterback like that? You need that, especially Mac Jones leaving. So you don't have no kind of project. You didn't bring in a veteran. You got a new head coach. There's no fucking way y'all don't get a quarterback.
We have to.
There's no way y'all don't get a quarterback.
We have to.
Now I could see y'all maybe trading with us and then dropping to 6 to go get JJ. But I don't think because I don't think the Giants are going to pass. If
you must not have seen Lance Zierlein's mock recently, have you?
I didn't see his. No,
he has us trading with y'all, swapping 3 to 6.
Yeah,
y'all getting Drake May and us getting Malik Neighbors.
See, now that would be stupid. Like, why would you do? Who's going to throw him the fucking ball?
Yeah.
What are you going to go into the second round? Maybe go get Penix? Are you hoping for Penix?
There's
maybe
been
Joe Milton.
Certain shows,
but that's a stretch. That's in a reach, in my opinion.
Certain shows I've listened to say that we could, trade back in late first round, get a quarterback or something like that. Or
I could see y'all maybe trading back in to get Michael Penix Jr. because he's a pocket guy. That's what y'all are looking for.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, but we haven't talked to him at all.
You haven't talked to him at all?
Nothing.
That's crazy.
Yeah. But then again, we didn't do that really with Nate Solder either.
Maybe they're hiding it.
Yeah.
Maybe they're hiding it.
Yeah. Smoke screen season.
Maybe it could be. I mean, isn't this head coach? Didn't he used to play for Bill Belichick?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. Could be. All right. All right. We're gonna get into this mock draft here. We're gonna go ahead.
You have it.
Yeah, I know. I gotta pull it up.
Which picks are we on?
We are on 17 to 24. Wait. Yeah, 24. 17 to 24.
Okay.
Yeah, 17 to 24. We've already done
1 through 16?
1 through 16, yes.
Are you sending it to me to put it up there, or?
I can put it up there. It's not a big deal.
So we're almost done with this mock. So we got 3 weeks to do the next official mock for us. So I was thinking when we do it, since your team's in the NFC East, I figured you do all 4 of the NFC in the NFC East, like Dallas, the Giants, Washington, Philly. And I'll do New England, Buffalo, the Jets.
That's the one where we go back and forth and do it?
Yeah, kind of, sort of, yeah.
So you want me to take all the NFC and you take the AFC?
We could do that.
You want to do that?
Yeah, we could do that.
Okay.
Yeah, I figured we just we switch it up a little bit.
Okay. I'm up in here.
All right. Now, did you do your own, or are you just going off that one?
It's tragic. What's it called? What was I saying? What'd you ask me?
Did you do your own, or are you just going with that one that I sent you?
No, I'm gonna do my own. But we're gonna go over your picks first while I do it.
Okay.
Because I already have mine up and ready to go. All right. So this was Jared's. This was Jared's picks 17 through 18. Just a little refresher. Do you still have them up here?
I don't think we do. We may. It's 1 through.
That's mine.
Okay. I don't think mine's up there.
Did you take yours off?
I think so.
Yeah, you took it. Why'd you take yours off? No, yours is right here.
Okay.
Okay. So this was. Oh no, that's my old one. This was your first 6, remember? And then you changed it up a little bit with Marvin Harrison Jr. Damn it, Jared. Why'd you delete yours?
To make more room for everything.
Could have deleted. Never mind.
It's all right.
Anyway, Jared. So why on 17? Why do you got them taking Adonai Mitchell? Why not? Worthy?
Well, honestly, I think after losing, Calvin Ridley, you got Christian Kirk coming back. I think you need somebody that can actually run routes. And this dude runs a 4.4 in the 40. So you might as well get somebody that can run routes and that can take the top off. And I mean, you gotta get Trevor Lawrence some help after losing Ridley after that. And then this year's make or break for Trevor Lawrence.
No, it is. It's definitely make or break for Trevor Lawrence. like we talked about earlier, this verdict on Trevor Lawrence, like he's just a smarter Daniel Jones. Like that's all he is. He's a little bit slower too.
Yeah.
But I mean, we have yet to see what he can do.
Yeah.
Like I don't think that this is the best that he can play. I really don't. I think that he is better than this. But
you got your first year, you had Urban Meyer as the head coach. We all know how that went. Second year, they beat the Chargers in that wild card, I think, game it was. Last year, they lost the division, and then this year he's got to do something. This year,
he does got to do something this year. Okay, and then you got Trevante Sweat. Or is it Sweat?
I think so.
Yeah, Trevante Sweat. Also from Texas. 2 Texas players going back. You got 4 Texas players. And
I just kind of went off just in
this little bit right here.
Yeah, I just kind of went off like person like they lost or whatever.
Yeah,
just what they kind of needed. I think Cincinnati needs a D tackle to pair up with Hendrickson on I think the left side of it is, and then just that way they can eat the middle and stop the run because look at the division they're playing in now. Look who just got Derrick Henry, and look whose division they're in. I mean, you need somebody that's gonna be able to plug the middle and just keep everything up the middle. So that's why I got them taking a D tackle right there.
Okay. Then you got Johnny Newton, D tackle out of Illinois. What are you trying to do? They're trying to replace Aaron Donald basically. That quickly?
I mean, I didn't really know who else they really lost. I don't really know their needs. I was like, okay, they lost Don. I'm just gonna give them a D tackle, basically. I haven't really read much into everything. Oh, you're doing yours.
Yep.
So, Pittsburgh, did Pittsburgh just lose Patrick Peterson? Or is he still playing with him?
I think he's a safety with him now.
I thought he went to free agency for some reason. I'm not 100% sure.
I mean, he could have been. It's possible.
So, I got them drafting the cornerback out of Alabama.
Terrion Arnold.
Mm-hmm. But my only question is, they just drafted Joey Porter last year. I think they got in the first or second, I believe it was. But so I don't really know if they're going to take 2 DBs back to back,
Yeah. No, I feel what you're saying.
So
I get what you mean.
Yeah.
What you mean. Okay, so then you got Byron Murphy going to Miami, replacing Christian Wilkinson.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got Christian Wilkins. Sorry. Gotta be. I get the move, but don't you think that they have more important needs?
They probably do, but I think their defense always is the one that, failed them in the end, basically. We've seen the offensive firepower with them with Tua and Tyreek, with the run game. Defense can really never stop anybody, and plus, I think they're below. I don't know what it is, but they have beaten teams above 500 in a certain amount of games since Mike McDaniels has been there.
Yeah.
But I don't know if you're going to agree with this one.
Brian Thomas Jr.?
Yeah, I don't think.
Why would they go wide receiver?
I don't remember how I got him there because I know at one point I hit the wrong button for doing a draft. I'm like, literally the same thing with our dynasty draft. I'm like, wait, I don't know how this part happened, but yeah, I don't think they take a wide receiver in the first round for sure because you already got AJ Brown. Still got him. You got Devontae Smith. You got Dallas Goedert. So they're not going to take a wide receiver in the first. So that was just a fuck up on me.
Okay. And then you got was that Graham Barton?
Yeah.
Offensive guard. Did you have them taking a quarterback earlier?
I don't remember. But I mean, they need help on the offensive line.
Oh, I agree. I'm
not... Regardless of who's throwing the ball, whether it's Sam Darnold or whoever the backups are for them, but they need protection.
No, I get you.
Now Dallas really hasn't done anything in the offseason at all, and they just lost Tony Pollard. So I don't really know. I think Deuce Vaughn is the backup to him, or was the backup to him. So I don't know. I don't really know how they feel about him. So they may as well just take a running back in this part. But I've heard running backs probably won't get taken until like the second or third round in this draft.
Yeah, I don't think running back starts getting taken until the second round. I definitely agree with that. How was Pittsburgh's O-line last year?
Shit, I have no idea. They just he was a tight end, I think. The dude from Georgia. Broderick Jones. They did draft an offensive lineman last year.
Okay.
Yeah, they drafted a tackle last year.
Okay.
He was one of the dudes linked to New England too. So I think that was that whole trade too last year when we got
who's on the opposite side of TJ Watt? Nobody.
I think Alex Highsmith is a linebacker or edge. You put the charger on it.
Oh yeah, let me put the charger on. Okay, so and then at 24, you got the Cowboys actually taking a running back.
That's what I was saying.
Jonathan Brooks. So why did you come to that conclusion of taking a running back in the first round like that?
I mean, they just lost Tony Pollard. I don't think they know anything about Deuce Vaughn right now. I don't know how they feel about him. So I like I was saying earlier, I don't think a running back is getting taken in the first round. This was just last night. So we all know how that goes.
My man got bored.
Yeah,
started doing shit.
It's the off season. It's the dead time. Like nothing's happening in the next 3 weeks.
My man don't know what to do with himself. It's twiddling his thumbs. So you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and do a mock draft.
Nobody want to talk in the dynasty league, so I gotta figure something out. We'll pick you one.
$23.
Well, how many more you got?
Not many.
Do you just want to explain them while you go?
No, I'm gonna put them up there.
Okay.
I got one pick left.
Are you doing trades? Because this wasn't trades.
Yeah, I do mine with trades.
Mine wasn't letting trades pop up for some reason. Couldn't figure it out.
Yeah, mine's with trades.
All right.
Okay. So, all in all, who do you feel makes the best pick here?
Out of these picks right here?
Yes.
Maybe Pittsburgh. I think maybe Pittsburgh might make the best move right here.
Why do you say
between Pittsburgh and Miami? Because I still don't know if Patrick Peterson is there. And if he's not there, because he played corner for a little bit, I think, while he was playing over there. So if he's going, or if he's playing safety, no, because Mink is playing in the back, isn't he?
Yeah, well, Mink is still there, and then you got Patrick Peterson. I didn't have them taking a safety or a corner.
Well, we're about to find out yours anyway. So.
Yeah, I didn't have them taking either of that stuff. Mine's a little bit different. I have mine a pretty much different from yours. I got you. Oh, you removed it from me. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you and your beautiful kindness.
You got it up?
Just about. Just about. All right, got it.
All right. You take it.
All right, so these are my picks, 17 through 24. I actually have the Jags going with Brian Thomas Jr.
Okay, same position, just different player.
Yeah. I do. I like the idea of where you went with that.
Okay.
Because they do need another guy to put out there. So, and to help Trevor Lawrence to give him more weapons. You still got ETN in the backfield. It's possible they could go offensive line, but I think Brian Thomas Jr. there is a solid grab. Okay. Next I have JC Latham, offensive tackle for the Bengals. You got to. You gotta go get a fucking. You gotta go get an offensive lineman for this guy.
Yeah.
You have to. I don't care about the T. Higgins situation. I don't care about paying Jamar Chase. I don't care about none of that shit. Go get an offensive lineman. Help your quarterback not be injury prone.
You would think Joe Burrow would be saying it too.
Yeah.
Just guys.
Well, he wants it.
Yeah.
He doesn't want another wide receiver. He wants somebody that's gonna be in front of him so that he doesn't get his ass kicked. Like that's the best move you could do. Next, I have the Chiefs actually trading up with the Rams and taking the speedster Xavier Worthy.
You just want to piss off the
Yo, imagine this guy. You think the Chiefs are gonna wait around for another Tyreek Hill to just be grabbed by somebody fucking else?
Right.
Are you kidding me?
Right.
I'm gonna be honest with you. And I was talking to people about this earlier, because we were talking, and they might even go as far as the Jets might go grab him.
I've seen, yeah. It's
because that speed for the Jets. That speed kills.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So if somebody doesn't grab him, I'm telling you, by 19, the Rams aren't in a full rebuild right now. So they need picks. I could see them trading.
You think it could happen before 19?
That's what I'm saying. It could, but if he keeps dropping, that's the thing.
Yeah.
They're gonna call around like, hey, like who y'all looking at? They're gonna try to get information. But all right, and then I have Latu.
You know who I can see taking Xavier Worthy?
Who?
The Raiders.
The Raiders, possibly. Yeah. You never know. I got an edge going. You need somebody else on the other side of JT Watt. Like it's or TJ Watt. You got to be on the other side of TJ Watt. It's ridiculous how they won't get this guy any kind of help. On that line after Cameron Hayward, it's like, who else have you put there?
Yeah, because I don't know if Alex Highsmith's like an edge or if he's a linebacker, but I know they make him rush the passer.
Yeah, no, you need an actual guy that rushes the passer. Go get this guy to UCLA. I've seen him play. He's really good. He is. He's really good. Johnny Newton. I got them same idea that you had. I think they're going to replace Christian Wilkinson as well. They could go offensive lineman here, but I think by the time that they get past JC Latham, they're going to be thinking, well, all the really, really good linemen are gone. You know what I mean? But I ain't gonna lie, this draft is deep with offensive linemen.
Offense in general.
Yo, offense is crazy in this draft this year. Crazy. 22, I got the Eagles taking Cooper DeJean. I think they go safety. They need some help on that back end.
No,
I don't think Blankenship and the other guy is your best bet.
I remember if this is your last 16 picks. Is this the first DB off the board for you?
No.
Okay. I couldn't remember which one it was.
No. I gave the guy that you ended up giving to. I think it was.
Was it Nate Wiggins?
No, you have Nate Wiggins going first off. I have this guy, Terrion Arnold. You have him falling all the way to 20. I have him going up higher. The same that we were talking about with. I didn't have them taking a cornerback, so. But yeah, Cooper DeJean to the Eagles. I think they need some help on that back end. They could go linebacker, but I think the talent level at linebacker, like middle linebacker and like stuff like that, isn't as great. You know what I mean? Compared to what you can get in a safety like Cooper DeJean. So we'll see how it goes. A reminder of my picks. This was mine. In the beginning, I had the Vikings trading up at 4, in Arizona getting 11 and 23, and they took Roma Doomsday here at 11. So what I think they do here is I go the opposite side of the ball, and then they're going to take Chop Robinson, and they need somebody that can go rush the passer. You know what I mean? You're in a league going against guys like Christian McCaffrey as well. You know, you got to get Matt Stafford stationary.
Yeah.
Brock Purdy's sort of stationary, but he can move on some shit. He can move.
Fair enough.
And then you got Geno, who can move, is not really going to move. He's looking for more to pass. You know what I mean? So you need somebody to rush the pass. This is where I think they go grab a pass rusher at. And lastly, we have the Cowboys. I think they're going to go get the Mims guy, Amarius Mims, offensive tackle out of Georgia.
Okay.
They're going to try to replace Tyron Smith. You know what I mean? And the Cowboys draft well at
offensive line.
And they build offensive linemen really well. So, and this guy came from Georgia, a winning program. You know what I mean? So it's gonna be interesting to see. Cowboys try to beef up that line again, build that line, build it inside out. You know what I'm saying? Inside out. So, but yeah, that's my 17 through 24, and then we'll be back on next week with our 25 through 32, and then the week of the draft we will do the Wednesday right before the draft, the day before that draft starts. We will be doing a show where we pick. I'll have all the NFC teams. He'll have all the AFC teams, and we will pick from there.
Okay. Yeah, we can do that.
And it will be with trades.
All right.
Okay. If we both think that those teams would agree on them. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's the day before?
The day before. The Wednesday before.
Okay.
Okay. It may be Tuesday or Wednesday, depending on work schedule for me.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we'll put something out on Twitter about it.
And we're trying to get somebody else to come on within either before or after the draft. But
yeah, I would like. I probably ain't gonna lie. I probably want to wait till after the draft so we can have something to do after the draft. You feel me?
Fair enough.
And then on top of that, that'll be like that'll be the beginning of like playoffs for basketball.
Okay. That's where you're going.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but all right. So, but yeah, anything else you wanted to add tonight, Jared?
No, I think that's about it.
No, that's about it. All right, y'all. We appreciate everybody who came in. It was a great night. Everybody was talking and chatting. We had a lot of people in here tonight. We appreciate everybody coming through. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff they do here on YouTube. I know we're streaming to Twitter. We stopped streaming to Facebook because one, it wasn't really pulling anything on top of that.
Other way around.
Huh?
It's not Twitter. It's
Sorry.
Twitter. Yeah.
Twitter. We're still streaming to Twitter. You still put it up there.
Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, because of the Facebook thing.
Yeah, because of the Facebook thing.
Yeah.
So, but Facebook really wasn't pulling in and moving, and plus monetization and all that other stuff. So, but outside of that, no, everything's all good.
When do you want to come back?
We will be back next week, definitely. Probably either Wednesday or Thursday.
Okay.
I'll have Jared put something out on Twitter by the weekend.
Okay. If not Monday.
Yeah, Sunday, Monday, we'll put something out about it.
Okay.
All right. We appreciate everybody. Thank y'all so much. And we will see y'all next week. We're out.